Good evening, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. This is NFC latest news to date. I'm joined by Pete. How are you, Pete?
Not bad, Tony. You?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too
Good.
bad. Sorry for the latest start. Just had a few technical issues which had to get around, but I'm fine now, so everything's working tickety-boo. So right, before we get into tonight's show, if you do enjoy what you see, then please do smash the like. It does help the channel up the search, so follow Shoulder Sheep and smash that like. It is being stream shared, so if you're on my channel, give Pete a like as well, as that would be fantastic. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come be part of this great community we got you. Also hit that bell notification, that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. Can you do that? Clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, do that in chat, clicking on the $sign as well. All money reinvested back into the channel. Right. So before I start tonight's show, it's obviously not Newcastle United related, but we have been hit with some very sad news tonight. And this is regarding Leicester City. And that is their former manager and assistant manager to Claudio Ranieri when they won the title. Craig Shakespeare sadly passed away at the age of 60 years of age. Too young to go. Apparently he's been battling cancer and it's obviously took him. So look, if there's any Leicester fans watching, our thoughts are with you, your club, with his family. It is a very sad time. Obviously well respected at Leicester. As I say, part of that coaching team that won the Premier League title. Sad news that Craig Shakespeare is no longer around. Pete, what's your thoughts on this news?
Very sad news. Another one that's gone too soon. 60-year-old. That's no age to go. Really, really isn't. And the horrible C word we don't like to talk about has took another person away from the football industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
News.
Absolutely. Right, we'll nip into some comments and then we will see what people are saying. Julie says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Julie.
Well, Julie.
Well, Tom says, score time. Absolutely. He likes that tune. Everybody loves this tune. Pete, hi to you, mate. Hope you're well. Lewis says, good afternoon from Mexico. Yeah, Lewis, we know you're in Mexico, mate. We hope you're enjoying
having a good time.
It's been really hot and stifly here today. I'm still waiting for a thunder shower, but still no thunderstorm at the moment. Hello, Japanese viewers. Give us a cheer, says Beer. It's early morning, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, look, it'd be fantastic if if there was a Japanese fans up at this time in the morning that was going to watch the show, then that would be absolutely lovely. But unfortunately, there isn't, and so we just have to. You never know. There may be a couple out there that might watch it, and they may come on and give us a wave. If you are, come on and say hello, and we'll see what happens with that one as well. Brian's in the chat as well. Sorry, I can't get his comment. I will now, though. I'll get his comment up right in a moment. He says, evening, Pop Proudlock. I mean, yeah. Well,
right.
Peter, I tell you what, do you want to let people know what's happened to your shirt?
Right, here we go. Right, so Tuesday, as soon as the shirt got released on sale, straight in there, ordered it. Got the, what do you call them? Oh, where you want the name and number on the badge. So, got the name, of course, for number 9, and the Premier League badge. 2 days later after that, so today, it arrives. And I'm thinking, wow, look at this, Adidas. Oh, this has only arrived within 2 days. Then I opened the package up. Right. I know now how I normally always get PD Proudlock on the back of my Toon shirts. However, the club shop have had an absolute story there. And instead of PD Proudlock, it's got the put PO Proudlock instead.
So here is Pete now.
Oh God!
It's Paul.
Oh
There he
God!
is. The Teletubbies. It's
God.
Paul.
Oh,
Well, that's why his name is Paul. So they put his name on the back of your shirt, Pete.
Right, I've emailed the
Sorry,
club.
I couldn't resist that one.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I emailed them, but I haven't got a response back for sure. But hopefully that can get it rechanged.
Yeah, that'll probably. We'll get a few comments about this in the chat. That's probably cheered a lot of people up as well. Mick says, "Big up, lads and lasses." Hi, Mick. Hope you're well, mate.
Oh,
God. Lewis says, "Been very hot today. 33, but the real feel is 40 degrees Celsius."
wow, Lewis.
Rest in peace. Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace. Nobody. That's so sad, says Tom. Yeah, it just broke in the last half an hour or so. 60 no age these days. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I'm confused why we'll pay 15 million for a dud. Well, we're going to look into that in a moment, Tristan, but I see where you come from. Let's see it. Staff must still be in Castor mode. Lewis, strip clubs in Mexico, bear all. Get yourself down there, says Brian. Evening, Tony, and poor Proudlock, says Wiki Angler.
God.
Yeah, you know, bit of Paul, there he is again.
Oh,
Hey. And are you guys happy with this, says Tiger Studios. I mean, yeah, Pete, sorry, I couldn't resist that one, but I think at the end of the day, the club should sort this out. Because, yeah, I mean, if you've put it in the, because there's a link you click on, when you're there, you can have your own personalization. You can have a player.
Yeah,
Obviously,
personalization.
you put your spelling in. Surely you'll have that on your email as well. So technically, they've got to look at that and say, hang on, we have made an error here. And
because I checked on the account as well for the account on the club store, and I definitely put how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully they should sort it out and they should make the amends for it. You know, maybe they take that shirt back and send you the new one out. I don't know how they'll do it, but they might even tell you to keep it, to be fair, because they can't sell it.
No, I mean, I could see if they can, if I can take about the club shop and they can take the letter off and just replace the O with a D.
Depends. So, I mean, the thing is,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because it's a heat seal as well. It would probably burn the shirt to try and take it off. So I think it's probably better that they'll just give you a new one anyway.
Okay.
But hopefully they'll get back to you very, very shortly.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm in Cancun, says Lewis. Can we see the top, Peter?
Do you want to get it?
All back up. If you have got it, if you've got it there, you can do. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll quickly go and get it.
We'll come back to that, Brian, when he comes back for the with his shirt. Honestly, how they've made this error is just beyond joke, isn't it? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Here he comes with a shirt now. So you can see it on camera. Pete's going to show you what it says on the back.
Right, there you are. Hold on.
Pop Proudlock.
Oh, dear me.
So Brian says, Peter, have some news. The BBC are casting for the new series of Teletubbies. You should audition for Paul.
You can get lost, Brian.
Mick says, any luck in the ballots, Tony? I didn't enter the Spurs one, but I didn't get a ticket for the Southampton game. But I've seen a thing out that apparently the club again have said the ticketing system's gone to shit again, and it's affected a lot of people. I mean, one guy said he was 700 in the queue, and then he got pushed back to 11,000. Well, come on, this is getting ridiculous now. And look, to be honest with you, there's something needs done about this ticketing system. It's getting ridiculous now. The club need to sort this out big style, because look, I couldn't get a ticket for the game. If I want to go out and go hospitality, but you're looking at 360 quid for a ticket just to go and watch it with a 3-course meal where you can't wear your Newcastle tops. So, you know, I mean, look, it's ridiculous having to pay that amount of money. But look, I was rather angry. When I got on the site, it said there was plenty of tickets. So when I went in, there were seats there. But when you click on them, they're just constantly flashing.
Yes, I remember that.
But a lot of the seats that were left look like they were family enclosure.
So up in level 7, was it?
Now, yeah, so, and a level 4 West as well. So the thing is, with these family enclosure seats, if they're only for kiddies, or well, adult families with children, do you think it's time we've done something about this? Because look, just because you might have an adult sitting there in the middle of the family enclosure doesn't mean to say they're going to go in there and bad mouth or anything like that. Is this harming it? The fact is, if we've got, say, 40 or 50 tickets left over, but they're all for the family enclosure and nobody else can get tickets to go in, do you think these tickets should be opened up to everybody? You know, that's the thing. And not only that, it's the fact is, it's just getting absolutely ridiculous with this now. I mean, I didn't know what time to log on yesterday. I went on at 9 and there was no queues. Obviously, it doesn't open till 10. And then when I went on at 10:15, I was shoved to number 11,070 in the queue. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm like, what time did people start logging in? But I've heard people log on with multiple devices as well. Now, I think there should be some sort of way here where the clubs say you can only log in with a device, so you have to sign into your device to log in. And that is it. Once you're in, that's it. It'll only register with that device. I mean, people log in with 3 or 4, like a tablet, a laptop, a phone, and another phone or whatever. That, you know, and it's unfair because people are missing out. And people like myself, lifelong fans, can't get a ticket to get the game. But then you'll probably get somebody who's maybe jumped on the bandwagon when the takeover came through. And that's not being disrespectful to anybody, by the way. So people think I'm being disrespectful. I'm not. All I'm saying is, if you've got people who've jumped on the bandwagon since we were taking over and then are supporting the club, they're the ones who probably get the tickets. But then you get people like that then who will go and resell them and try and sell them for an absolute fortune, you know, because they try and sell them on. But no, so I didn't have any luck at all, and I didn't join the Spurs ballot. So I just couldn't be bothered because I thought, what's the point of the anxious wait to then be let down? I'm not going to get one. I don't like this ballot thing. I think it's a load of tripe, to be honest with you. I like the old way where you got on there, you sat in the queue. If you were lucky enough, there was tickets left. You went on, selected your seat, got your ticket, done. None of this rubbish of ballots.
I think they should probably look to going that way for the home games. Keep it in for the away games because I think it works for the away games.
Yeah. Pete McCardle says, could have been worse, Pete, could have been poo. Wacky says, I think the club are being extremely cautious in the transfer window, but thought they would have signed the right winger by now. Yeah, again, we're going to talk about them in a minute. Get me Gula and we'll get Osula on the back of the shirt. Too nice, Pete. Get them to give you a new one and a voucher. Yeah, absolutely. Complain to the high heavens. Yeah, or get some sort of freebie off them, Pete, as well. Just saying.
But I've got to say, the shirt is absolutely fantastic. Particularly that.
The old retro badge is brilliant.
Yes. I know you weren't a fan of it, Tony. I remember you saying.
I won't buy the shirt. The reason I won't buy the shirt, and it's not because it's a nasty shirt or a horrible shirt, because I think it's an absolutely lovely shirt. The only problem is it's because most of it's white, and if you get any sort of stain on it, it could ruin the shirt. And I just look at that and think, is it really worth it just to ruin the shirt? And it's like,
you gotta wash
and I can't justify paying out that. I can't justify paying that money out there for it to sit in the wardrobe doing nothing. So I'll wait till the away shirt comes out. But yeah, I mean, look, it's a lovely shirt. Don't get me wrong. I like the retro badge on it. I think it
I
looks
think
great.
it's really nice. This is one of the best we've had.
But it's just the fact I don't get on with white, and I don't. I've had white stuff before. When if you drop something on it or whatever, and it stains, it's there to see. Where at least if
it can easily come off, though. Too. It can easily come off.
Brian, I think Pete typed in the wrong name. I always thought Pete was more Tinky Winky, says Beer.
Get lost.
Could have been worse, says Tom. Could have said Pop Loud Rock.
Yes.
Could have been worse, PD. They could have put 2 O's in it.
They could have done.
Like this. I'm going to have to do a new song for that now that Bruce hasn't gone to Jamaica. Yeah, Steve McLaren's the manager now. Maybe because there was no Greg there that swung it. I'm 50-50 with that. Even everyone, apparently they're randomly allocating you a place in the queue regardless.
Not good, that, if they're randomly allocating in a place when you're getting in there, seeing a good time. See, you got in there, say, like 7 o'clock in the morning. There's a chance you could be quite at the front.
Yeah, because what they're doing is you just stand there, it says the event will start, and then they just pop me in the queue. It's just stupid.
Absolutely.
Lewis says, I'm all sorting out my season tickets downloaded to my phone.
Nice one.
Before I go, are you going to do the show tomorrow? The show tomorrow, I think he means the Friday night show.
It's on Saturday again.
Julie says I preferred the Wally with a brolly. Maybe he's got out of Manchester before it all kicks off as well. It would look better without the old style. It would have looked better with the old style Adidas badge as well.
Maybe, but I think it's still classic. Yeah. I think it's really good.
Tom said, I don't like the shirt 80s badge. Can't stand buttons. I hate wearing any top with buttons.
I know, Tom, you were saying that as well. I know everyone's got a different taste. But I do like it.
Tony's la. No problem, says Lewis. So let's just pull it up on screen anyway about the do I have the shirt there on screen? No, I didn't. But yeah, like I say, we'll have to see what happens with that one. But I mean, it's like I say, it's a nice shirt, but not for me. Too much white, and it can easily be stained. And that's what you sort of worry about as well.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about what was being said earlier on. We heard it from Keith Downey. We've heard it from Fabrizio Romano. So there's the player in question on screen now. And his name is William Osula. He's at Sheffield United, contracted till 2027. Right-footed forward. Just over 6 foot.
Oh, I've just had an email back from the club store, Tony.
Yeah?
They've just said, hi, Pierre, thanks for contacting us. We're sorry your orders arrived with a personalization issue. We want to ensure we put this right for you so we can investigate this. Would you be able to share an image showing the wrong personalization? Look forward to hear from you.
Oh, brilliant. So just take a photo and send them it, Pete, on an attachment.
Show the top. Yeah.
And when you do write back to them, Pete, just say, not only were you very disappointed by the way they've done it, like putting the wrong name on, just say how else can you help me sort this situation out, like any terms of like compensation, you may get something off them, Pete. You've always got to add that in, because if you don't, they'll just do the shirt and they'll just say, oh, well, that's okay.
I'll send them. What I'll do is I'll probably send them an image of the top.
Yeah.
And I might send them the screenshot of how it should have been when I look back at the old one.
And then like I say, just pop it in there that you want to, just see what else they can do for you. They might even give you some sort of free item. You never know. People might say, we'll give you a free mug, something, whatever,
Oh, when this way shirt comes out, you can have that for scot-free.
Or they might even say, look, we'll refund you something back off this shirt. You don't know. That's the thing.
That's it. We'll wait and see.
It's always worth. It's always worth. I always pop something in there when I'm not happy. Yeah, like I did with Castor, and they give me the refunded the delivery charge back to me. So you know
See,
that.
this one, there was no delivery charge with that third one.
Yeah,
There was no delivery and charge on top of that, which I was very surprised with, to be fair.
absolutely brilliant, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Let's get back to William Osula. So there he is on screen. Right. So for Sheffield United last season, he started 9 games out of 21 played. Didn't score any goals. Didn't even register an assist. Big chances missed was 2. That's all he had, 2 big chances. He got 4 yellow cards. Now, his strengths and weaknesses, no strengths, but his ball control and aerial duels are his weakness. And that tells because looking at his defensive side of things, or his dribbling, aerial duels he only won 25% of his aerial duels, so he's very weak in the air. Ground duels, 29%. Again, that goes with what they're saying there as well, ground duels and aerial duels being his weaknesses. He loses possession 5 times in a game. So, I mean, look, not really massive. I mean, he played against us and got a 6.7. He played 23 minutes. He had 1 shot on target. He had 1 successful dribble attempt. He had 11 touches of the ball. And he made 6 out of 6 accurate passes in the game. Won 2 out of 4 ground duels. Didn't win any aerial duels. He lost possession twice. He made 1 foul and he was fouled once as well. So, pretty much bang average. When he played against Liverpool, when Liverpool won 3-1, he played 27 minutes. He had 11 touches again. 2 out of 2 passes were accurate. So that's all he done. Won 1 out of 4 aerial duels. Didn't win any ground duels. And had 1 clearance as well. So, yeah, so really, the stats there, not the best, to be fair. Now we know he has scored in the FA Cup. So if I go to his stats on the FA Cup, I believe some reason it's not showing me the FA Cup. But anyway, when he was at League One, he went to Derby County, didn't he, on loan?
Mm-hmm.
And he started 3 games out of 16, got 2 goals and no assists, and that was in League One. The fee has been reported around about £10 million, with I think 5 million in add-on, so it's taken up to about 15 million quid. Look, I'm not convinced by this signing at all. Now, I've seen a lot on social media saying it's like a signing that we would have had under our previous ownership and not this ownership. Why under the Saudis aren't we going out and buying players? Where's the marquee signing? Some people saying he could be 3rd choice behind Wilson and Isak. Well, he might end up being 2nd choice because Wilson's never fit. So, or they're saying he could go on loan. But then I've seen other reports saying this could be a Paul Mitchell signing. We know what Paul Mitchell's like. He's a talent spotter, and you might look at him and think he's only 20. He's got time to grow, and if we get him for 10 million, he could turn out to be a bargain. And then, you know, like he did with Dele Alli when he brought Dele Alli from MK Dons to Spurs. Probably Spurs fans thought, Dele Alli, is he that good? But what a player he was.
What happened? What happened?
Yeah, I mean, before I come to you, Pete, I'm just going to jump into some comments because I've noticed comments are coming in, and we'll see what people are saying here. And Cynical Jim says, "Hi mate," he says, "Don't know why they put the retro badge with the modern Adidas logo. Plus, they don't match in colour." I would have thought an older Adidas badge. I think that would have looked much better. It would have looked much more retro.
I don't think it does. I think it does look really nice.
What choice though? Wally with a brolly or cabbage heat? See you later. Yeah, see you later, Lewis. Mick says, Peter, how's the Friday show moved to the Saturday?
The reason it's a Saturday, I know I had a wrestling show last week, but tomorrow it's my sister's 30th party. So my sister turns 30. Well, she turns 30 on Saturday. But our party's tomorrow night. So
I don't like the shirt says beer. The hospital green is horrible. The Salah logo should have been black. Yeah, I've seen a few people put that out there about the Salah logo not being the best.
I don't really particularly mind it at all. It's similar to, was it? Oh, it was one that kit in the late 90s, I think it was. It looks a bit similar to that one. Similar.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Lawrence says, I wouldn't be thrilled about the signing, but suppose it's hard to get someone in as a backup and he's 2021 on Sunday. At least it'll mean having two strikers for the two games next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't fill me with confidence as signing him. The club must be watching the show and get straight to the job. Well done, Tony. Oh, yeah, with Pete's shirt. Yeah, the club. Maybe somebody from the club shop was watching and thought, oh, hang on, they're talking about the shirt online. We better sort this out now. Well, if you are watching, make sure you give Pete some compensation because, you know, when you get something, it should be perfect. It shouldn't have an imperfection on it. Mm-hmm. That's if they're watching. Rather him than nobody, but the fact he doesn't need registered in the squad's a bonus. Yeah, he's that under 21, isn't he?
Plus, he's a very young lad. Has he got time to develop himself? Of course he has. Plus, what else could you say? It's Eddie Howe. Look how many players he's transformed. You just never know. Plus, is it a striker? Yes, it is. Because it means hopefully we're not going into a season having to play an unrecognised striker in a game like we did last season.
Just some news coming out in the last hour from Fabrizio Romano as well, not related to Newcastle, by the way. It's related to Tottenham Hotspur. They are exploring a move for Dominic Solanke. He's among targets of Spurs. It's going to be a difficult deal as he's a key player for Bournemouth, but no formal bid so far. But Spurs are looking at Solanke.
See, Bournemouth have slapped about 60, 70 million on him.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, that certainly is. So if he goes there, then that's one to watch, isn't it? So, but yeah, I mean, look, what Fabrizio said about it is Newcastle are close signing 20-year-old talent William Osula from Sheffield United. Deal being sealed between the clubs. Initial proposal worth over 10 million. Osula has already said yes to Newcastle. Talks are now at advanced stages between the clubs, as Mark McAdam at Sky Sports has reported as well. Mm-hmm. So it looks like that is going to be a signing. Bia says he played against us in that season. Byrne marked him out of the game.
Well, he did.
I don't remember much about him, to be fair. Tom says, talking of the Wally with a brolly, reminds me of the nicknames Dubliners give to statues in their cities. James Joyce's the prick with a stick. Molly Malone, the top with a heart. Yes, nice one. Tiger says, baffling people accepting this transfer, but if it was under Ashley, we'd be screwing. Do you know what it is? You're absolutely right, Tiger. I mean, look, I'm not convinced by it. I've seen a lot of fans out there saying, oh, give him a chance, he's great. Look, I'll give any player a chance. But, you know, we need a right winger. We need another right-sided centre-back.
Yeah, we do.
We need to get rid of Almiron. Now, Eddie Howe's come out and said he doesn't want to lose Mickey Almiron. He wants to keep him because Almiron's great.
He's not great anymore, I'm afraid.
But is Eddie just saying that to pick up Almiron to get a bigger fee for him? Who knows?
Maybe, possibly.
I really hope it is because, look, at the end of the day, we can't be sentimental now. If we want to be a club that's on the up and we want to be elite, we've got to put sentimentality out the window now. We've got to start ditching players that are not good enough. Now, you know, I didn't see the match yesterday, but I heard that Sean Longstaff didn't have a great game. Another one that maybe needs to leave the club, if I'm honest. But we're going to talk about that match shortly. Cynical Jim says for a young lad, he's got a very skinny right forearm. Apparently, he's been tracked by us since 2022. We've seen what Eddie can do for players. I'll give the lad a go. I mean, yeah, we've seen what Eddie can do with players, but we'll see. Peter says this is probably a Mitchell-led signing. Eddie probably didn't know nothing about it.
Could well be.
Well, Tom's saying there we looked at him since 2022, and I think that's what Keith Downey said as well. So, yeah. Yabba says, hi lads, hi to you, mate. Hope you're well. Bias says, hot to recruit third strikers. Clearly now Wilson is staying. This will allow us to spend big on a right winger.
Possibly got
a
pretty good
we can't get rid of Wilson, can we? Because he's injured, so nobody will buy him, will they now?
That's it. So it means we could spend big on that right. So we could spend big, possibly on the right side of midfield, on the right side of defence.
Yeah. Tom says, let's see him integrated and how fit.
That's it.
It may just be a case for send him on loan somewhere and then bring him back. But then at 10 million quid, it's a low risk signing. If it doesn't work out, then just sell him on, get rid. Lawrence says, have a feeling Spurs will walk away because Bournemouth want too much for Solanke next season. Will tell us if he's a one-season wonder. That's the thing. I mean, look,
that's the problem. He is a one-season wonder.
If he stays at Bournemouth, I think, to be honest with you, you might see a different Solanke. He might not even score as many as he got this season.
No.
Tristan says, sorry, Tony. Dele Alli was saying because he was amazing against Man U. This kid striker had no goals, no assists. There's no talent if you can't do anything. True. Did anyone see the bloke doing the impression of John on Twitter earlier? It was very good. I saw that. That was brilliant.
I've not seen it, actually.
Have you not seen it? Oh,
no, I haven't, actually.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I mean, look, I hope John comments on it, and I hope John's appreciative of it, because I think even Paul from Toon Review commented on it as well.
I actually haven't seen it at all.
I'll find it and I'll see if I can put it on, because it's fantastic. It's right. Hang on.
I heard he was in Disneyland with Adam Pearson.
Yes, he was, wasn't he? So I hope this guy don't mind me sharing his stream here, right? So let's get this on here. Tell you what I'll do. Hang on. I'll do something different here. Right, just bear with me, guys, and we'll get this on. I'll do this a different way because it'll be a lot easier as well. So if you just bear with me. Mason says, good day to you. Good day to you, Mason. Hope you're well. Did you get the new shirt, Mason? Are you getting the new shirt, the away shirt? Or what's your thoughts on the away shirt, Mason? Do you like it? Or do you think, or are you waiting for the second shirt to come out? I mean, I'm waiting for the second shirt to come out because that's the one I want. And I think it'll be lovely when it does come out. I can't wait. So, right. So I'll try and get that on screen in a moment, and then we should be ready to go. Lawrence says, Eddie did talk positively of Gale before he left, despite the fact he clearly didn't rate him. Yeah, he did that with Dwight Gale, didn't he? But again, Dwight Gale didn't really do much after he left Newcastle. He was absolutely poor, wasn't he, everywhere he went? So, yeah, not sure what happened with Dwight Gale when he left Newcastle, because I thought when he went to Stoke in the Championship, I thought he would have absolutely smashed it, but
no, just
quite the opposite. Really. He just went down backwards, didn't he? So his career's just spiraled. Yeah, absolutely.
He hasn't got a club at the moment now, I believe.
No, he's a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah, because he didn't last long at Derby.
So this guy's called Chris. So it's Kriss. So if you want to look him up on Twitter and give him a follow, that's what he is on there. I follow him on Twitter. He doesn't follow me. He hasn't followed me back. But here it is. Here we go, guys.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, what's up, people? Welcome back to another JSTV on YouTube. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to become a member, it's only £1. Today, going to be going through some questions that you guys are sending in. And what a game it was today, man. Honestly, that cross by Almiron, the Bruno Jimesh. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But it was a belter. We've got a few questions from fans coming in. Got a question here from Lucy, who is a Man U fan. Big up to you, Lucy. Thank you for coming on. Lucy says, do you think Newcastle are called United because they copy off Manchester? Well, that's a really good question, Lucy. I think that two Uniteds are better than one. I've also got a question here from Dave. Big up, John. Keep up the fantastic work, like you bad pen belter. Thanks very much, John. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you guys. Newcastle, next game. Guess what? I'm going down. And we will be going to the match. So if you guys like what you see, hit the thumbs up button and get me up to 100 subscribers, guys. And if you're going to become a member, then it's only £1. Big up to Jeff from Sheffield. Big up to the lovely Sophia from Manchester. And big up to me, Big John, who is from Newcastle. And I was actually born on the centre spot at St James's Park. That's how jolly I am. And big up to the big up people. And I'll see you next time, guys.
What do you think of that piece?
Oh, my word.
Paul from Toon Review said, absolutely brilliant. I hope if John sees, I hope John does put a comment on there and just like laughs at it because it's absolutely quality that in it.
Mm.
Oh, gosh. He's got John's accent there, though, hasn't he? He's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, what the hell's all this about, you know? But it's just slipping into some comments. Predator says, uninspiring signing. Hi, mate, by the way, he says, what worries me is Eddie's comments that the marquee signing is going to be difficult. Bloody difficult. How? New FFP period, sponsorship money, Champions League money, far too negative. I mean, I get where you come from because that's what we're seeing. Eddie Howe's coming out and saying that it could be difficult to get a marquee signing in. Why is it going to be difficult, though? That's what I want to know. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it's just Eddie playing mind games.
Could be.
I don't think he'll be on loan. Lawrence says, bit surprised we haven't seen anyone leave other than Minty, Anderson and the lads released, although I feel multiple departures will happen on deadline day.
Could
Do you know what? That could well happen. The window shuts 3 weeks tomorrow. Was John wearing a Man U shirt, says Mason? No. The big seven, including us, they can F off. We are Newcastle United for years. We are the black sheep, so they can do one. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Mason was chatting up Cruella Javille. She was an actress. Saudi's piffs are in talk to buy Red Star France and Standard Liège in Belgium, says Beer. Belgium, what a league. What a country. I do like the new Waker shirt Mrs. is keeping for my birthday. A nice one, Mason. Apparently Carlisle wanted Gail. Tom laughing at that video when Tom mentioned it. And Wacky says quality John Sinclair impression. Absolutely. I think John will like
Reminds
it.
a little bit of Darren Foley, isn't it?
Yeah, there
Oh,
he is.
he's
Chris and
because-
UFC 83.
because that Darren Foley does some cracking ones.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Hell says, look at Peter's face. He doesn't know how to react to that John skit. Eddie's always cautious like that. Yeah, absolutely, Tom. There's a whole month to go yet. Yeah, 3 weeks tomorrow, Julie. So it's less than a month now. Mason, you're on your 6 weeks holiday, says Mick. Wacky says it may be difficult for marquee selling because top players want big wages on Europe.
Mm-hmm.
But then we weren't in Europe when we got Isak or Bruno, so it's possible. Sinclair's voice like a cross between Kermit the Frog and Zed from Police Academy, says Predator. Good evening, lads, says Gary D. Good evening to you, Gary. Hope you're well.
Hello,
So,
Gary.
Pete, give me your thoughts on William Osula. Are you underwhelmed, overwhelmed, happy, sad, or are you disappointed? What's
Pretty
your feeling?
pretty
honest.
Pretty underwhelmed, but will I give the lad a chance? Of course I will.
Yeah. Do you think though we'll get? Do you think we'll get better signings in? Are you confident?
Yeah, I'm still confident we'll get the better signings in.
Because we have to, don't we, Pete? We have to get them
Yeah, we
signings in.
need to. Yeah.
Because if we don't get them signings in, then we're going to go in with Miggy on the right wing, and do we really want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the thing, So let's hope the signings come in, and and I'm sure they will come in. We're probably doing deals now, So we're doing deals at the moment, and I'm sure, they'll come in, and everybody will be very happy with
Mm-hmm.
with the signings to come. I mean, look, going back to yesterday's game when we played I don't know how you pronounce them, Red Diamonds.
Yeah.
Are you Red Diamonds? In the Saitama Stadium in Saitama. We won the game 4-1. Isak scored after 2 minutes. A nice little goal from Isak.
Great goal.
Nita then equalised for the Japanese side. He then had a penalty, which was lovely saved by Nick Pope. Then Murphy put us ahead just before half time.
Yep.
And 2 minutes after the restart, went ahead again through Jacob Murphy. Then Lewis Hall got a lovely goal on 58 minutes as well. Personally, I didn't see the game because I was at work, probably like a lot of people. A lot of people were probably at work, and it's just unfortunate I couldn't watch it. I've heard of people that Longstaff didn't have the best of games. Some people said Lewis Hall wasn't that great first half, but then he got better. But look, got to give these lads a chance. It's pre-season.
Oh, yeah, you have to give them a chance in pre-season.
Got to get that fitness up to scratch.
Got to get the fitness up there, yeah, that's it.
I mean, Murphy's scoring for fun in their pre-season.
Left
at the
foot
moment.
as
He's doing
well.
well.
Miggy.
I mean, Pete, I know it's only a pre-season game, but look, Foxy even said the other night, these are not a bad side. They're a decent team. So
yeah, here they are as well.
We beat them 4-1. What was your thoughts on that? Have you seen the goals, Pete?
I have seen the goals on the highlights. Yeah, Isak's goal was really, really good. And the Murphy second one was even Lewis Hall. I know it was a deflection, but he still scored. So
yeah, it was such a shame that people were at work and couldn't see the game. Obviously, it's the time difference, isn't it, as well? So as they're like 7 hours ahead of us, but yeah, I mean, look, it doesn't matter if you win, draw, or lose these games. It's all about getting your fitness up. As I say, I didn't see the game, so I can't really comment too much on how the team played because I didn't see it. I've only seen the few-minute highlights that Newcastle put out on YouTube, and that was all I saw. But, but the goals look good. And the pass from Willock as well, for Isak.
Great. Hopefully,
Looks like Willock's back on form now, so hopefully Willock can stay fit.
Yes, that's what we need him to do now, Willock, as well.
And then we got a lot of strength and depth up there, haven't we, for for the midfield, and that's going to be fantastic for the new season.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'll just nip into some comments. Darren Farley does it though with some jokes, and over it stops being funny, says Tom. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not overwhelmed or underwhelmed, I'm just whelmed, says Tom.
That's fair enough.
We will get second place, says Yabba.
Oh, hopefully we do.
Well, I saw some of the fans on Twitter yesterday, and one of them said, you'll have to calm yourself down because you're getting a lot of our fans are going, right, we're winning everything next season. And I thought, whoa, hang on. We've only just beaten the Japanese, say 4-1. Come on.
Yeah, that's it.
Peter says maybe Mitchell and Howard not on the same wavelengths on signings.
I'll wait and see.
Well, remember, the England job application's finished tomorrow. And, although Eddie said he's still committed to Newcastle, but there's still not that thing to come out and say he's not interested in the England job.
We'll see. I think he's still committed to Newcastle.
Hell says, I think give him a year or two at the Toonie, he will become what the team needs. He won't be a starter for many, many months, absolutely. Tom says it's pronounced Aurora. All right, okay then. Thanks for that, Tom. Predator says, do you reckon the situation between Eddie and Mitchell is why things are going slow? Are they button heads, unable to agree on players, or a bit of power struggle between them? Do you know what it is, Predator? I've got a couple of theories on this. One, it could be the fact that there is a difference between them over what players they want. But I also say, and I've said this for a while, I think it's to do with the England manager's job as well, because maybe we don't want to go out and get these players in. Then Eddie goes to the England job and we get a new manager in who then doesn't want these players. So the way I look at it is it could be both sides of the coin. Could be either or.
Yep.
But if England do decide they want to speak to Eddie and Eddie goes and speaks to them, we'll hope this gets wrapped up quickly because it has to be wrapped up quickly so then we can go out and get the players in that we need. And hopefully get a new manager in place as well. So that's only if Eddie goes, obviously. But again, we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. But I think the transfer window's being held back at the moment because, like I say, that's my main theory on it, is because of this England job and the fact that Eddie hasn't actually publicly come out and said he doesn't want the England job. So we'll just have to wait and see. What do you think, Pete? Do you agree?
Possibly, it could be. Hard to tell, isn't it? But I really hope it stays.
Yeah. What he says, maybe they're signing 3 or 4 players to bulk out the squad and not just spend 60 million on a player nobody knows till the club announces signing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tom was at work too, yeah. Was watching Paul's watch along, plan to do the same on Saturday, says Lawrence.
That's nice where you go for the match day lives.
Yep, absolutely. TTR. Doing review. BS says Murphy was invisible till the goal. Again, BS, I didn't see the game, so I can't really comment. All I saw was the goals, and I thought
Murphy's looking pretty good in pre-season by the looks of it.
Lawrence says, loved how people talk about Minty, yet he was messy after his goals versus Japanese sides. Murphy scored twice yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a decent game overall, says Predator. Foxy's in the chat. He says, not too disappointed with Osula. When you consider it could have been much worse for forwards like Calvert-Lewin and David. The potential is there. Similar attributes to En-Nesyri. Wages and price is not crazy. Yeah, I suppose when you put it like that, Foxy, Osula, yeah, he's probably not on massive wages, So yeah, I think you could be right there. You could be on a winner with that one. But again, we'll just have to see how he gets on when he if he joins, if he signs up. You know, the thing is, or even though he could be signing, could be a thing where he has his medical, and to see he doesn't feel his medical. Obviously, we don't know what wages he's on, but he's probably not on massive amounts. He's probably on about maybe 10 grand a week, maybe at Sheffield United. But again, we'll just have to wait and see, and see what happens. You know, there's a long way to go, but yeah, like you see, he's up there with as and Nigeria. I'm looking at strikers. He's sort of like similar players to him, and Nasri's up there, the Moroccan. You got Pinamonti from Italy, who plays for Sassuolo. Latasa, it's Real Madrid. And Juric plays for Bosnia, who plays St James's Park, plays for Monza. So yeah, there's a few players there he's sort of likened to, but yeah, again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens on that one.
Yeah, that's it.
Ian's in the chat. Hi, Ian. Hope you're well, mate.
Yeah,
he says,
well.
"Hope you too. Hope you are well." Yeah, we're absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Foxy says rumored fee for Osula is the same amount that Jonathan David's agent wants for himself. Lol. Yeah, absolutely. Again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And if he does sign, well, I suppose we'll have to give him a chance. Maybe he will get a chance in pre-season. Who knows? Who knows? Look, Sheffield United, let's be honest, are not blessed with great players in that team.
They're not.
Neither is Derby County when he was on loan there. So, look, it might be the fact if he's in a team with better players, he might do more. So, again, we'll just have to wait and see. The kid might come good. But again, it's just one of them. We just have to wait and see how it pans out. Now, the game on Saturday, because I know there was something about the timing, wasn't it? Somebody said it was 1 o'clock or something in the afternoon.
I think so.
But what I'm saying is Newcastle will face last season's J1 league runners-up Yokohama F. Marinos on Saturday, August the 3rd at the Japan National Stadium in Tokyo. The kickoff is 11 a.m. British summer time, so it is 11 a.m. the kickoff. So it is 11 a.m. on Saturday, guys. So don't forget. So make sure you get that marked in your diary to watch that game. And again, that's going to be a test against the runners-up as well. I think Foxy said they're a decent side as well. If I remember when he said the other day. Yeah, we can't take pre-season to think that, to go out there and think, because we're winning these games, well, it's going to make us go in and win everything in the Premier League, because it doesn't work like that. These are just to get your match sharpness. The real tests come when we are playing the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. Let's see what happens next season. But I think some fans need to sort of like temper their... It's nice to have the expectations. I would love us to go in and win FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League next season would be fantastic. But it ain't going to happen. But never say never, because you never know. Look at Leicester. Who would have thought they would have won the Premier League when they did?
That's it.
Leicester City won the Premier League, so who knows? Mason says, did you see the Village of the Damned? Cardiff signed El Ghazi.
Oh,
Gosh, ex-Villa.
Oh.
Lawrence says, did say 1 p.m. on the One Football, but now says 11, so better time for me, given that I'm going to North Shields, Newcastle Blue Star at 3 p.m. There you go. Foxy says, them and Yokohama are both good sides in recent years. Form-wise, not so much this season. Yokohama sacked Kewell recently. Interesting. But again, these are about fitness, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Getting match fit. It's good to see Bruno's there now, and I think Tonali's just itching to play, isn't he? But, it would have been nice if the Italian FA could turn around and say, do you know what, scrap the rest of your ban, just go and play. But they're not going to do that, are they?
No, they're not.
Because to me, it seems a bit pathetic, this ban going on and on now. I think maybe they should have just done it to the end of the season and then just said, right, that's it. Clean slate. But it is what it is. We'll just have to wait till the Spurs game to see Tonali. He'll probably start on the bench, but,
He'll come off.
It'll be like having a new signing.
I believe it will as well.
Yeah. I mean, there was talk about us looking at Nico Williams, the Spanish player, who I would love, by the way, right winger. I would absolutely love him in our team. He would light up St James's Park week in, week out. He would get arses off seats every week.
He would.
Barcelona were looking at him, but he's decided he is staying at Athletic Club, so he isn't moving anywhere. So that's another one. And according to Fabrizio Romano, do you remember the guy who played against us for Dortmund, Ademi?
Yes.
Apparently he's moved to Juventus is off. That's a player I'd like to see. He's quick. Tell you what I was surprised though, Pete, is West Ham are signing some players at the moment, aren't they?
They are actually.
They've signed, obviously, they've got Somerville going there.
Wan-Bissaka looks like he's going there as well.
Yeah, and Nicholas Fulkrug as well from Dortmund.
Yes.
Now, I would have quite happily loved to have had Nicholas Fulkrug at Newcastle United because he could have been a bench player. Yes, I know he's 31, but when he played against us in the Champions League, especially in Germany, he looked good against us, and I thought he looked good in the Euros as well.
He did.
And I thought, you know what, that's a player I'd like to see at Newcastle because, he knows where the goal is, and he would be a great substitute to have. But West Ham are getting them, and well done West Ham. But they're spending some money, so they look like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with next season, aren't they? Under Lopetegui. Yokohama F Marinos are part owned by the City Football Group. They're a merger of Yokohama Marinos and Yokohama Flugels. Oh yes, they belong to City, don't they? So that's interesting. Tom also says they have some strange names in Japan. Two of my favourite names, Jeff United and Shimizu S Pulse. Cracking names, aren't they? Biasi's Mark Waite rumour is going around again today. Do you know what? I would take him at Newcastle United. I thought he had a great Euros. I'm surprised he hasn't been snapped up, if I'm honest.
I'm surprised as well.
Japanese side wasn't too shabby. Says Julie, wouldn't mind Gui. Tom says in terms of people not Japanese but Japanese related, funny name is Tokyo Sexfield.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh bloody hell. I mean, John's had a great time by the looks of things over there. He's popped plenty. He met Shola Amiobi, didn't he? And he met Eddie Howe. And,
yes, looks like Adam Pearson's there as well. Lee from Newcastle Fans TV's there as well.
I mean, it's an expensive place to go to, isn't it? But
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, because John, I think, leaves there Tuesday. I think he leaves, or he comes back Tuesday. I think, I'm not sure. I can't remember what he said now. I think, or does he leave on the Monday and he gets back up Tuesday morning or whatever? But he's going to be knackered for a few days until he gets himself sorted out.
He will be.
And then we've got the Salah weekend coming up, and with Pete next weekend.
I can't wait to be back in that cathedral on the hill.
Which seat are you going for? Your own seat?
I couldn't get my own seats, but I'm not sitting far away from it.
Or was it not available when you went on?
I said the area was locked, which I'm a bit surprised. But I'm sitting not close, too far where I normally sit.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a cracking weekend. That and are they doing the same format again for the Salah Cup, or is it different this time around? Is it because last year it was like a little group table thing, wasn't it?
I'm not too sure how it's going to be like this time.
Mason says, "What stand, Peter? That's a Gallagher, isn't it?"
Yeah, it's in the Gallagher here. Gallagher West Corner.
Yeah, Tom says looking forward to it. Back in my normal seat for all games. Nice one.
Nice one, Tom.
Julie's laughing at Tom's name for the Tokyo. Yeah, it should be a cracking weekend. I mean, at least it's good opposition we're playing against, like Girona, because they were a good side in the Liga last year.
Well, they were, yeah.
So they're no mugs. Mason says he's in his normal seats as well.
Nice one, Mason.
Roughyard says it's a one-off game for the cup with second game just as a friendly. Oh, okay. So the Girona one is the like cup final basically.
Mm-hmm.
Girona have just signed Brian Hill from from Tottenham, isn't he? Because you don't pronounce it as Gill, you pronounce it as Hill.
Well, apparently this William Osula, I'm looking on the NUFC blog page. First saying Denmark under 21 international, some Premier League experience, 6'3" as well, quick feet as well, apparently. So that doesn't sound too bad in a way.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he does if he signs. Tom says a Friday game's a friendly, Saturday one's the game for the Salah Cup. Excellent.
But I'm going for the women's game as well against AC Milan.
Foxy says I'm sitting in Pete's seat for the games. So Foxy's got your seat, Pete.
Oh.
Breast game will be a lot of kids. We don't have players apart from keepers, says Bia. I know we've got that many keepers. We're still waiting to get rid of Dubravka, aren't we?
Still want Dubravka gone. Hey, Newcastle fans
TV.
Newcastle
fans TV. Look. Hey,
Lee.
My guy, big up peeps. Big up to you, mate. I hope you're having a great time in Japan and hope it's all going well.
Charlie, it's early in the morning there as well.
Yeah, it's 20 to 10 on a Thursday night here in the UK. So it'll be Friday morning where you are now.
But I hope you're having a great time, Lee.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I've seen you, and I've seen your videos when you've met up with John as well.
Yeah. Tom says, well, look, we were looking to say Brian's brother Ronnie, but it turns out he's used to someone to live in Manchester. I mean, I used to be convinced when I was at that. I thought, why does he keep shouting for Ronnie Gill? And I'm talking about when I was 10, 11 year old, and I'm thinking, why does that man keep shouting Ronnie Gill?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you've got to have a laugh, haven't you? You've got to have a laugh. I mean,
sometimes you do.
I mean, when I used to get the pink, I used to wait outside.
God,
we used to wait outside St James's Park because they used to have they had a stand out there, Chronicle stand, and used to wait for the pink turning up. And I used to always go to the same. I used to always go to the same vendor all the time, you know, for the pink. And it was great because, you know, these are the great old days, by the way, guys. But when I used to remember when the Chronicle van used to turn up with the pinks, and you used to get them out the van. Honestly, as you put them on the pavement, the fans were trying to get the string off them just so, you know, the guy had to quickly get his scissors out and cut it. So, and as soon as he cut the string, that was it. You were just diving in, and you know, to get the pink. I loved that paper. You know, you got the pink, you saw the results, and it would have a couple of results with the L on it because we're still late results, because when the pink was printed off, they didn't have time to put them results in.
No.
And you had all the tables on the front. You know, and I just think back, I wish I kept one of them bloody papers now, because, I tell you what, that was a brilliant paper. I know everything's online nowadays, but geez,
well, that's it, yeah.
then, Oh,
But
but
now
back then it
it's
was
like
brilliant.
there's no decent media companies now, pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved the pink. Oh, it was my favourite paper, that. Yeah.
That was someone that's going back some time in it.
God, yeah. I mean, gosh, yeah. But yeah. Oh, great memories. Oh, used to be great coming out the match and just waiting for your paper coming out, you know.
Aye.
But yeah. And like the good old Gallagher toilets, you know, pissing against the wall. That's all it was. It wasn't like
Aye, it
toilet
was.
as such,
Aye, it was, wasn't it?
It used to stink.
And the toilets were shit when Mike Ashley neglected the club.
Just had to be
God,
careful you didn't
they
get a
were-
warm leg.
Oh,
If somebody doesn't aim properly.
Jesus.
Many people had warm legs.
But yeah, the toilets during the Mike Ashley days were absolutely rank.
Yeah, they were disgusting. Lee says, aye, it's 5:40 a.m. Nearly so heading out in a couple of hours. Aye, John's everywhere. I won't be going to Disneyland though. Haha.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame
apparently, Bruno was there, Jolint was there, Tenali was there, and Isak were there as well.
Were they?
They were as well. Yes, apparently they were. I think Bruno posted it on Instagram.
Oh, probably went for a few rides, but yeah. I'm glad you're having a great time, Lee. It's absolutely fantastic out there. You know,
Yonks.
hope you're enjoying the Japanese food as well.
Aye.
And the Japanese people seem so very friendly and hospitable. Foxy said, I'm going to watch Nobby's Blythe Spartans play a couple of days later as well. Yeah, see how they get on. It'll be nice to see how Nobby gets on there.
They'll get back into the National League North.
Yeah. Was up there 2 weeks ago and they played dog shit, says Mason.
Because it got
Tom says,
gated.
used to get the bus back home after the match, get off and stop up beside the newsagents to get the pink. I've got a copy of the last ever edition. Nice one,
Tom. Nice one, Tom.
Mason says Gateshead game didn't get hammered at all.
Yeah, but they got absolutely smashed.
Lee says, I love the pink. Used to check out all the local non-league sites. It was a great paper, the pink.
It was one of the best. But the non-league sites as well, yes, that's another one.
Those days have gone now with the pink, aren't they, unfortunately? And, you know, it's just...
Where could you say who is decent nowadays? That's the thing.
Yeah. But, I mean, back then you didn't have all this... You know, back then you didn't have all this social media and all these...
Well, no, you didn't.
All these online papers, you know, you just went to the paper shop and you bought whatever paper you wanted, you know. But
simple as that.
But for me, the pink was the favourite. I mean, Tom says another good one was if we want to get back to the station and pick up a copy of their local version to read on the train on the way home. Yeah, true. Mark says memories, the pink and bags at Gallagher. And the box at the Gallagher, yeah, absolutely. Lee says Nolly got loads of love last night. He was quite emotional speaking. Oh, excellent.
That's good.
I bet that lad can't wait to play.
I can't wait to see him. He'll be like, as we said, he'll be like a new signing when he returns as well. Just shame it's only behind closed doors games he can play, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, it's behind closed doors games, Pete, without a referee. If there's a referee involved, you can't play.
That's it.
Apparently. Lawrence says Blythe have had a horrible season, lost at home, 7-0 to Gateshead, 4-0 away to Blythe Town, just being promoted to Northern League Division 1. Pre-season, says Lawrence. Jockadoni says PD's old enough to remember the pink. I don't know if my surprise is a compliment or an insult. Do you remember the pink, Pete?
Yes, I do remember it. I know I might. I was probably very young back then, but yeah, I do remember it.
Back then, the Chronicle wasn't the little paper. It was this big long thing, wasn't it? It was massive. And then they made it shorter, didn't they? And you had the Sunday Sun on a Sunday, the journal.
Yeah, the Sunday Sun. Yes, I remember the Sunday Sun. The journal. Yes, I remember that as well.
Yeah, the Sunday Sun used to be canny because it would have all the football and
It did. I see. I wasn't too bad, but now the Sun's just gone to shit.
yeah.
As you
But the
keep
amount
saying
of
it.
but how quick they got the pink out was brilliant, considering
Yeah.
like the match was finished and then they got the photographs in and everything, and absolutely fantastic.
But yeah,
Julie says, I remember the pink when the Chronicle was a decent read. Absolutely, it was.
Mm,
I remember CFAX, says Ian. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you know what? When it used to be an away game and it wasn't an away game, I used to probably be like other people. Dixon's on Northumberland Street, look through the window, watch the TV, because you used to always put the teletext on and you could see all the results coming through, and you'd wait for the Newcastle result. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. But then I always remember when Chelsea and Millwall fans came up and smashed the place up as well. And, it's memories like that. People used to leave Newcastle early when Chelsea used to come, and their fans were horrible. So are Millwall as well, to be honest with you.
Millwall fans are just scum of the earth, pretty much.
Sunday Sun's still going.
But probably not what it is, because the Sun has gone to absolute ratchet. As you keep saying, Tony, it's one of them.
Yeah, it's one of them.
When you come to right in the backside with it, there's more on the
shit on the paper. More shit on your ass than there is on the paper. Lee says, Alan Oliver, John Gibson, even Lee Ryder was a junior back then. Yeah, I mean, look, Alan Oliver, John Gibson, two of the best. Yeah. Lee, absolutely, mate. Julie says, I watched many a game on CFAX, yeah. I mean, even when you were in the town shopping on a Saturday, you'd look for the nearest TV shop, if it was Rumbelows or someone like that. You just look for the teletext and, they'd have the matches on. Oh, fantastic. It's just brings back great. Might have to do a show one day with just looking back at memories of Newcastles and things like that. It's brilliant. Tom says the Sunday Sun has nothing to do with the Sun or the Sun on Sunday. No, it doesn't, Tom. It's part of the journal in the Chronicle. Lawrence says, last memory of CFAX was when we beat Arsenal 1-0 in 2010. Yes, Andy Carroll.
Yes.
CFAX, that's going back, says Daniela. Hi, Daniela. Yeah, absolutely. And your club's been busy, Daniela, as well, hasn't it? Julie says, I was one of those as well, Tony. Yeah, absolutely. I think we all remember that going, doesn't have to just be Dixon's. It could have been anywhere on Northumberland Street or anywhere in the tune. But when you were out shopping, you say, hang on, I want to look at this, Yeah, you couldn't go past the shop without looking at it. I think the shop's done it deliberately to see if you're actually going and look at a TV, but people didn't bother, did they? Lee NUFC, hi mate, he says, what's your thoughts on Sheffield United striker? To be honest, I'm not that bothered as he's barely played anyway. So pointless buying the top striker. We'll definitely need a top right winger. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
I've just think getting another striker in is good, because I just don't want to go into that season having to play an unrecognised striker. As I've said it. I don't want going playing there. We tried it with Bonds and it didn't really work properly as well.
No, it didn't. So
as long as we can play a recognised striker on a game, that's the main thing.
That's it. I mean, look, the lad may come good, we don't know. It's one of them. We've got to see what happens.
Any of the Sheffield United team pretty good last season?
Not really.
No, not really. Few players, but yeah.
Julie says Dixon's Northumberland Street or the one in Hartlepool Shopping Centre.
Northumberland Street.
Oh, there was Rumbelows as well. Remember Rumbelows?
Yes,
you might be too young for that, Pete. I don't know.
Might ring a bell. I can't remember off the top of my head.
The Sun was the news of the world on a Sunday. Yeah, it was absolutely.
That's going back to the news of the world. Yes. Yeah,
that's gone now. Play on words, CFAX. That's how I. Oh, Jesus, what we're doing. It's a newspaper, not a fucking wrestling.
Oh, Jesus, Razzle. Oh, God.
Yes, looking good for us. Sylvan Morvo's in the chat.
Oh,
In the chat. He says Almiron scored 16 more goals than him over the past 2 seasons.
I know, but Almiron's just gone to absolute pot at the moment.
Julie says, are the Falkirk rumours true? That would be one. Yeah, apparently so, Julie.
Yeah, I
apparently
think
so.
Skybrook reported that one.
I think it's all but done. Lee NUSC says next summer is a time to buy another top striker because Wilson will probably be gone. Well, he's out of contract, and I can't see them renewing his contract.
It's got if he is staying, it's got to be his last season. Unfortunately, no matter how many goals he scored for us and all of that, but you know the lad's just another injury again waiting to happen. Unfortunately, like he is with his back injury, and we'll just know he's going to get another one.
But I think Wilson will be gone next season because his contract's up next season, and we can't get him out the door this season because I don't know when he's going to be back from injury. He's definitely going to miss probably the Southampton game. So if he doesn't get it back by the 30th of August, then there's no chance of selling him. I don't think we have anyway, to be honest with you. Ian says, I still don't get the point. I think he means on CFAX. Peter, Brewster and Ollie McBurney was decent, says Mason.
Brewster,
Jesus.
Brewster, what did he do for Sheffield United?
Pete says Red Fusion. Oh, Jesus, God, that's going back. Do you remember Red Fusion, Pete?
I can't remember exactly off the top of my head.
No. Well, what it used to be like cable and cable TV. So basically, you had a switch on the wall, like a socket thing on the wall with a switch, and it had A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I think H. I can't remember how many you had on now, but it was the in thing. It was a bit like Sky, but it's not. It's cable TV, what Virgin is. And so if you change channels, you used to click it up one notch.
Nice.
And that's what you used to do. But oh God, yeah. People used to think you were rich when you had Red Fusion. Say, oh, how can you afford that? And yet, we couldn't afford something like that. If I can find a picture, I'll bring one up for you, Peter, of what Red Fusion is. It's you'll see what I mean by what I was mentioning about the switch. In fact, I've just found a picture.
Oh, Lee's put one in there. Yes, I remember those. Telewest, NTL Virgin.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Red Fusion.
There you go.
Do you remember that, Pete?
I think I do, yes.
Yeah, you just clicked it up for each channel.
Yes.
So there you go, guys. I'll bring a bit of nostalgia back. There you go. Red Fusion. So you get it all on this channel. It's good to have a trip down memory lane sometimes, isn't it? It's always good. Right, I've lost my comment now. There we go. Bamboozle, CFAX need to bring that back. Something in the know. Bees on social media, says John Madoni. Bamboozle, yeah, absolutely. Some of the in the knows that are on social media know sod all. I call them an ITFA.
Okay.
I know fuck all.
I love it.
ICFA. I know fuck all. That's what you are. It's a bit like Sky. Sky, yeah, absolutely, Ian. That battles I had with my brothers over that Dale, says Julie. I still love Red Fusion box on. Still have a Red Fusion box on my house, says Hells. Wow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, Telewest NTL Virgin, yeah, absolutely, Lee. Daniela says Red Fusion was big in Basel in Essex. They put all in the new towns in the 60s. Tom says, oh, don't you pay any more, Mrs. Moore, please don't pay any more. the goods are waiting here in rows and rows, and the price is low when you're at Rumbelows. That was the song.
Oh,
BS says, I remember the good old days when Glenn would bust to the match, and then you'd go and see his missus for on the cough. Jesus, yeah. Late 70s, early 80s.
there you go.
Roughhead says, with Osula, not all about stats. Some of the best strikers, if you look at stats, after they've played a similar number of games at the same age in the top 5 leagues, you wouldn't touch Thierry Henry. Yeah. Bamboozled, I love that. Got my niece addicted to that. Yeah, I used to love Bamboozled. There's some great ones on there. Joe says United Artists was one before the Telewest, the black box with the right numbers that you could get chipped for German porn channel on 48.
Oh,
Jesus, Joe.
MSN, yes. God, I remember
MSN,
that.
yeah.
Which
yeah,
then,
absolutely. That was
which
great,
then,
MSN.
which then- and then it became, which then it was then Skype. Well, Skype was Skype was out during the MSN, but then Skype completely took over it.
Ian says, feel pedantic. I apologise. The ITKs are just slinging shit and hoping it sticks, says Ronald. Yeah, absolutely. Remotes with a long cable to connect to the VCR.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they did. They had remotes like that. Who remembers Mr. Ramen advert? Oh, yes. That used to be great. If you want any zips or anything fixed, come and see me, Mr. Ramen. I'm on Westgate Road, Newcastle. And I do apologise, but that's how he did speak, guys. And I used to think they were great, them adverts, Mr. Ramen. And then a bit later on, when we had Century Radio and that, when he used to have coffee in the morning, used to get Sadie the Bra Lady.
In the morning, dude.
Remember that?
In the morning.
Sadie the Bra Lady.
Yes, I remember it. I remember Century FM, that coffee in the morning, and it sings a song.
Julie says he probably drove the X5 bus 6 to get to Ellen Square. Oh, he was a bus driver, Mr. Gallant. Used to listen to Night Owls as a kid. Yeah, I loved Night Owls. JJ, I'm suffering from the Mandela effect. I remember the metal barriers in the Lees end, but after 1978 they were concrete. Yeah, I remember the concrete ones. I don't remember the metal ones. Do you remember your highest IQ score, Julie J? People are talking to Tom. Daniel asks, it's 2:30 p.m. early closing on a Wednesday and Saturday for most shops. Yes, it was. Top 40 on Red Fusion on the 80s, yeah. Do you remember when you used to try and record them without them talking as well? You used to record on a tape recorder the song, and you used to try and record it before this, like as soon as I had finished speaking, you start recording, and then before they used to start talking at the end of the song, you used to try and stop it. But if you did catch them talking, you'd have to rewind it back till you just caught it and then just stop it so you can get the full song. I remember those zips for £5. Jesus Christ, I didn't know when you said you remembered it totally, says John. Lee says Atlantic 252, used to love that. That was a good station, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Trip down memory lane. That reminds me, is Coffee still on Century FM? He was a good mate of my brother.
I've listened to Century FM for years.
I think he used to be, but I think he's left now. How are we, the lad? Says Jody. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Big up, Pete. How are you? That Great North Radio on a Sunday night, 7 p.m. Yeah, that was a good station as well. GNR. Loading up the football computer program on a home PC, such as BBC or the Sinclair ZX. I remember them with the little keyboard there. They were cracking little computers, by the way. Or the Commodore 64, and you had it went through all that little noise, like noise you had while it was loading up. Is Century FM still going? No, I think it's Heart now, isn't it? That's who took it over.
Something like that.
Predator says, staying up late to watch The Hitman and Her. Oh, yeah, with Pete Waterman and... trying to think of her name now.
Oh, I can't remember.
What's her bloody name again? Jesus. Oh,
I can't remember myself.
I know who she is, but I'm trying to think of her bloody name again. There we
Oh,
are, Michaela Strachan.
yeah. Yes, I remember her.
Yeah. Pencil's once the greatest tool known to man. Rewind them cassettes. Yeah, absolutely. I remember that. Yeah, especially if the tape come out, you had to wind them back in.
Yes.
Football manager on ZX Spectrum. Hartlepool to Division 1, says Julie. Right, girls and boys, we're coming to the end of the show, but hey, it's been a cracking night and we've had a bit of nostalgia at the end. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, we have.
Absolutely brilliant. Tom says Pete Waterman is massively into trains. Choo-choo. Ronald says, I phoned Alan Robson once from my fellas in East Ham and they offered to ring back. I was like, nah, you got mental chatting about the match. Take care, all, says Mason. Julie says, I night out on 42nd Street, Hartlepool, then home, watch the Hitman and her. Good times, absolutely. Pete, what you got coming up on your channel, mate, and where can people find you?
So down there, PD Proudlock. So far, the next show's the Crazy Show on a Saturday night. And again, if there's any videos, I look to do pre-recorded ones if anything interesting comes out of the club. And I look to think of trying to do some of the shows for next week. And I'll ask if you would, when John's back as well, if you wouldn't mind coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. I see us all in porn star moustaches.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so obviously everybody knows where they can find me outside of Black and White TV. I mean, look, it's been a cracking night. We've had a cracking show, and
we have.
Just to even have a look back at nostalgia as well has been brilliant. I think what we'll do is one night we may just have a fun show where we'll look back at nostalgia over the, look back through the decades, like the 80s and that, and, when we went to football in Newcastle. I think that would be a great show to have as well. It's absolutely brilliant. It's just, I say this has been stream shared as well by Pete. But if you have enjoyed tonight's show, please don't forget to smash the like. It does help the channel and it means new viewers find it more easily. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe and be part of this great community. Also, hitting the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. Yeah, I'm going to jump back into some comments because comments are coming in thick and fast here now. Jopradoni says, I got the guy that asked me the phrase that pays and got it wrong a slight bit and he ran off. I lived in 42nd Street in those days, says Predator.
Don't, Tony.
Oh, no. Yeah, I just noticed but he says, loving the pod. Lovely.
Yeah.
Excellent show. Great idea, says Julie. Get John on to talk about his trip, call up Japside. Jesus. Tom.
Oh.
You can stay up after 12 if you want. I can't because I've got to get up for work in the morning, mate. Finger Mouse we used to watch. Oh, God, yeah, Finger Mouse.
Oh, wow.
Tom. Yeah, those were the days, not like that anymore. And I miss the Northeast, says Julie as well. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, guys, it's been terrific. Daniela says, I'm hearing Wan-Bissaka deal is complicated at West Ham. Maybe something to do with wages or whatever. But guys and girls, it's been fantastic tonight. As I say, don't forget to smash the like, subscribe on both channels. And look, it's been a fantastic show. We will do something nostalgia again because I think it'll be a fantastic show to do. But how we got into this, I don't know. But I just come out with something, I think, and then it just escalated. So, but you know what? That's what it's all about. It's all about having a bit of fun as well. It's not, till the football season starts. Tom says, Finger Mouse, Bagpuss, Mr. Ben, Pigeon Street.
Mr. Ben as well, yes.
Camberwick Green was another one, and Trumped In, the fire engine. There were some great shows, wasn't there? Thunderbirds. You look back now and when you watch Thunderbirds now, you can see the strings, Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, thanks for everybody coming on the show tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic on both channels, whichever one you've watched it on, but it's been fantastic. It's been a great debate tonight. We've had a good laugh, and that's what it's all about. But remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And I will see you all later. It's bye-bye from me.
Me.
Away the lads and lasses.